See if we're
I
working or
really
not.
like these graphics
What graphics? Oh, that's different,
on the
isn't it?
screen.
That's different.
There was like this for the Craven as well.
BSN have definitely gone up a level this year, haven't they?
Hold on, hold the fuck on a minute. The Premiership Media Day, you've got pictures of all the riders, and you've got them with videos folding their arms, and you're using last season's stuff.
Yeah, it took quite a while to load it all in today, though. This
But
lot
yeah,
will
but there
already be
was there.
loaded on, won't it? Yeah, but it'll already be loaded up ready.
Hello, happy new season. We are today covering the what is now the third meeting of the 2025 season. As we cover the Ben Fund Bonanza, just taking you through the action. Because if we was to show it, we'd be done for copyright. And as always, I'm joined by the partner in crime, Mr. Dill. How the devil are we doing?
It's nice to have the season back, innit? It's really nice to have the season back.
It is, isn't it?
Can we just quickly get to Alan's comment? Sound's gone. Oh no, I muted us. Oh, Christ. Starters were mean to go on, eh?
Yeah, you know how it is. Good evening, Alan. Hope you're having a great holiday at your next door neighbour's house. Don't you be spending all your pennies in the sweetie shop?
He's just gone up north, man.
Exactly, to his next door neighbour's house.
Got a point. Got a point. Shall we have a quick look through the lineup for this meeting while we have a moment with 10 minutes till tapes?
Yeah, go on then.
It's now
So,
up on the screen.
just like that, magic. It must be stressed that there is one change to the lineup. When I did the graphic this morning, I was looking through the programme, but a very late change. Lewis Kerr at number 16 decided not to turn up, really, and he's been replaced by Rowan Tungate. However, riding at number 1 is Sam Masters. At number 2 is Charles Wright, a home hero. At 3, Max Frick. At 4, Jason Doyle. At 5 is another home rider, Maciej Janowski. Tom Brennan at 6. Home hero, Peter Kilderman at 7. My hero, Adam Ellis at 8. Eric Riss, a home hero at 9. At 10 was Justin Sedgman. Freddie Lindgren rides at 11. That's Mr. Dill's hero. Number 12, Tobias Buziak, also Dill's hero.
I was going to say he might be my hero this year because he's a G.
At number 13, Mr. Wheeler's friend and ours, Danny King at number 14. Jonas Knudsen at 15. My sweepstake pick Ben
I
Barker.
was just going to say, can you tell us who you've got in the sweepstake?
At 16, it's Rowan Tuggate, and the meter reserve is Dan Gilks. Let me just dig my actual programme out because we've got some youths and some ladies riding this evening. And the youths are as follows. We have Archie Rolfe, Oliver Bovingdon, Seth Norman, and Ollie Wheelie Binns. And in the ladies, we have Rachel Allowell, Tia May Brandt, Katie Gordon, and Anastasia Sali. So, Merry 2025 Ben Fund.
Quick look through that lineup, Palmer. Man to watch.
I'm going to sound very biased here, but I'm going to say Jason Doyle. I think coming back from the injuries that he sustained at Kings Lynn last year, he has come like an house on fire, and he was very impressive in the Peter Craven on Monday. And I think, looking at this lineup, he's got a very good chance of making the semi-final, if not the grand final. Yourself?
This may be a bit biased as well, but I saw a race there for Birmingham last year. I'm going to go Freddie Lindgren. Obviously, it's a good chance for riders to test stuff and that, but some of these riders haven't raced here. Peter Kildemand being one. I think Freddie Lindgren looked really good in the meeting he did here for Birmingham last year. So I think he'll show why he's a Grand Prix star and see what he can do. But as long as everyone stays fit and we leave with the same 16 people walking as that we started with, and raise some money for the Ben Fund, that's all that really matters in it.
And as you'll be able to see on the screen, if you want to make a donation to the Ben Fund, the website is on the graphic, I think.
It is, yeah. And the riders are now coming out, starting with the ladies' riders. Katie Gordon, I think that is. No.
That would be correct.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's Katie.
Changed her suit.
Yeah, that's Katie.
Decent looking crowd there.
Well, people just haven't got anything better to do on a Sunday, so they thought we'll go to Oxford.
Good looking lineup as well, isn't it? There's a few top flight riders there. Obviously, Premiership Media Day has happened today at Oxford as well, so they've attracted a very good lineup with every Premiership rider being present, including a certain Mr. Jepsen Jensen, who people said was never going to turn up.
Yeah, he was never going to turn up, was he? No, it was good to see all 49 riders actually in attendance today. I know a couple of riders missed it last year. I know Doyley missed it because of the birth of his kid. And there was somebody else that missed it. I can't remember who it was.
Was it Richard Lawson, or was he there? Because he notoriously doesn't like any kind of press days, does he?
No, I'm sure Richard Lawson was there last year.
Two lots of Brummies Kevlars on show here today. Justin Sedgman's wearing his from last year that he got to wear about 3 times. And Toby's wearing this year's. Ready for tomorrow. Good looking lineup this as well.
Somebody's having a very nice cigarette looking at all this smoke.
Ben Fund's always a well turned out meeting. Dare we say it's maybe lost some of its prestige over the years with some of the big names leaving for a while and then obviously starting to come back to British Speedway now. Good to see a few in this one tonight.
I mean, to be fair, I think how they've done this whole day is the right way of doing it.
Absolutely, yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. If you had this anywhere else, where it wasn't the Premiership Media Day and all the riders had to be there, would you have got this calibre of riders in?
That's a very, very good point.
I've seen somewhere people have been saying this is probably the second strongest Ben Fund lineup in history, with only 2010 being
After
topped.
that one at Rye House in 2010.
That was a good lineup.
It's Ryan Tungate rocking last season's Oxford suit, Magic Yanofsky rocking this season's Oxford Spires suit. They have done a lot of work on this
Ben
track
Back.
as well, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. It's a lot wider this year, which is all right. It's nice to see all the staff in proper Oxford Speedway high vises.
Yeah, branded
Magic
stuff.
Ben Barker at number 15, which is quite ironic, with this being his 15th Bonanza. He's been in every single one.
And some of these riders were obviously due to race last night at Leicester for Dougie's testimonial. Obviously got rained off on parade, I think, weren't it?
Don't remind me. I'm still not over. In fact, I don't think I'm fully dry yet from it.
I think there may have been a replacement reserved because the number 17 race jacket was on Jason Edwards in the pits then.
I shall have a look on the Tinterweb.
That was definitely Jason Edwards in the number 17.
Ben Fund Bonanza. Yeah, it is. It's Jason Edwards at reserve, not Dan Gilks.
There's the first change of the day.
Second.
Well, I've just ripped mine out, so it's the first I buy.
So if you have got a programme, hopefully you're writing it neatly because it is a full fiver.
Supersonic Scorpion says good day, lads.
Good evening, Father. Hope you are doing well.
Big Daddy Dave.
Cult Hero, dear.
That's very funky Plymouth Speedway merchandise. Is that official?
No.
Oh.
Plymouth don't do nice stuff like that.
That's really nice. Alan, look at the state of those Plymouth fans. Nice. The irony of Alan. Oh, here's the Ben 2 Barbie Army.
I'm glad we're watching on mute because I would have liked to imagine what wording is coming out of their mouths this evening.
That's only Greg Blair, man.
It's not like it's anyone special, is it? It's not like it's D&D Media. D&D Media won't go anywhere near them because we have brains. Not many of them, but we have some.
Yeah, they're alright. They bring atmosphere wherever they go, I suppose. If more clubs had a fan base like that took atmospheres to away tracks. And we're starting off with some ladies action.
For sure. So we are. We are indeed.
So this is almost going to be a little bit like the Craven, in it, where you'll have, or Everson's testimonial more so, where you'll have a block of 4 main races, then a couple of the youth and women's races, and then back on again, or in this case starting with the youth and women's races.
Yeah.
New title sponsor for Oxford this year, the Spire, sponsored by Bet Goodwin.
I believe the Bet Goodwin sponsored the stadium as well, if they're not.
That sounds about right. Oh, street, there we go, it's working. Yeah, you might be right. You might be right.
I'm sure I've seen somewhere it's the Bet Goodwin Stadium.
I've got BSN on mute listening to you guys do commentary. Thank you very much, Al. Check is in the post. Just, it will bounce, be warned.
Yeah, because none of us have got any money.
One of the women's riders stadium, yeah. One of the women's riders have broke down before the start by the looks of it. It's calling for a mechanic to come over. Those are some very interesting Kevlars.
That is, hold on, where's my program? That is the TNA Grant. Don't know much about her.
Looks like 3 only. Is Rachel Hellowell missing? Well, they're
Someone
definitely
wanna
not
tell
these.
Not what BSN have
Oh
provided.
God.
Them tapes went up very slowly on the
Lopsided.
outside.
I was going to say that was lopsided.
I think Start Marshall might need to get the WD-40 out there, but Katie Gordon out there in front, as she probably, looking at the calibre of riders she's against, probably should be.
I was going to say Rachel Hellowell was probably really the only one that would have battled her for lead of races. But
Yeah, you'd have thought that.
Looking at that, Rachel Hellowell's not there. No, this is definitely the ladies' riders out because that's Katie Gordon leading it. BSN made a boo-boo.
Not another one. So Katie Gordon again coming around bends 3 and 4 to take the last lap flag. So we've got one more lap left of this race, and let's be honest, barring any form of miracle for the others, nobody is stopping Katie Gordon whatsoever. Rachel was a nod starter, so Katie wins that one. And just a long wait now for second. If somebody on the centre green has a cigarette.
Yellow's second and blue is third.
Here, Grant in second.
Has blue fell out? No, there she is.
And Anastasia 3 in third.
It is good to see the kids and the girls get some bike time as well in a meeting like this. Got 6 viewers on the go.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, we've dropped 2
Next,
now. We've lost 4 viewers in that race.
Peak. This is peak for us.
Yeah, Rachel Hellowell was a non-starter.
Yeah.
And now I think we'll have some of the kids out.
Apparently, if we're going by the programme, which at these kind of meetings sometimes we don't. So that race was heat 0. We've got another ladies' race after 4, a ladies' race after 8, and then a youth after 12 and a youth after 16.
And a lot of the riders from the Premiership teams have stuck around. There was Jordan Jenkins and Ashton Bowden having a chin wag. Obviously they've been there for the media day, so they've just stuck around to watch the meeting.
I mean, can you blame him? Oh, good. Start Marshall's found WD-40.
There's the legend, Mr. Hutty, rocking the shorts in March. What a boy. Rocking the shorts in March. What a man. Even I ain't that crazy. Oh, Al's acknowledged that BSN got it wrong. What a boy. And looking at Jason Doyle, looks really focused, doesn't it? We all wondered how he'd come back from his injury. And if Everson's meeting and the Cravens anything to go by, he's going to come back absolutely fine.
Yeah, I don't think anybody really had any doubt he'd come back. Certainly as strong as what he was. But here we go. Max Ricks using last season's race suit for Leicester.
Sam Masters is using 2023 Wolves Kevlars, which he had on in Dougie's meeting last night as well for parade.
For the parade and for a lap.
Doyley's got his Ipswich suit on from this year, which will be spoke about in depth in a couple of days' time, but more to come on that at the end of the stream.
Yeah. And this is the first of 2 watch-alongs this week.
We got another one. Oh shit! Yeah, first. Oh god.
And you told me to get my swearers out of the way.
I forgot. So, heat number 1, first official race of the meeting. Sam Masters goes off the inside gate in red, Charles Wright gate 2 in blue, Max Frick gate 3 in white, and Jason Doyle off the outside in yellow. Good race to start the meeting with.
Tasty looking one, isn't it?
And
Nice
with all
to
due
see
respect,
half of the home.
with all due respect to some of the riders in the meeting, so I'd imagine that a couple of these may have fancied a bit of an easier welcome into the action. Because this is one of the tougher heats on paper, you've got to think.
Oh, you can't not disagree with that. So the Tapes Rise, a great start there from Charles Wright in the blue helmet colour.
He definitely
even if he did
moved.
have a little nibble.
Yeah, he moved before
And
the Tapes.
referee Jim McGregor in his final ever meeting of refereeing this evening puts the red lights on.
Didn't know that.
He's reached SCB retirement age apparently.
Did you, for anyone that didn't watch the BSN live thing on Facebook earlier, Richie Worrell gave Mr. McGregor a very fond farewell message by calling him a wanker. Oh God, he's just never going to come back racing, is he?
I think that was decided as soon as he had got a fine, to be honest.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. We've gone back up to 6 viewers now.
Oh, good. Good evening, all 6 of you.
Jordan Jenkins helping Doyley out there, removing the thing from the bike stand. That's what I was looking for. Nice to see Wolves Kevlar's on track again. It's been a while.
Been a while, hasn't it? And rightfully receiving a warning there, I think. Doyley's going to have to go get the new bike.
Yeah, Doyley's bike just doesn't want to start, does it?
No. He did this on parade as well last night. He got pushed off and the bike just stopped all of a sudden.
And then JJ's going to push him off. And we're off.
He just needed the help of a teenager to get him going.
And it is good to see the teammates helping each other out. Same 4 riders, same 4 gates. We go again with a warning to the rider in blue, Charles Wright.
So to those that are joining us, sit back, grab a beer and listen to us talk pure bollocks for the next 3.5 hours. And we'll try and include some speedway information in there as well.
We can't promise that though.
No. No, we cannot. So, start marshal then gets under orders and walks away as the tapes go up fairly evenly. And again, that's a very good start from the inside as it's Sam Masters that has the lead now, followed by Charles Wright in second. And Max Frick doing a little bit of grass tracking there in third. Surprisingly, Jason Doyle at the rear of the field, although Jason Doyle now just locks up a little bit there, and that's allowed Frick to advance in his third place position. And now Frick's putting some pressure on Charles Wright, the home hero, there in the second place position. But Sam Masters, he's away and gone, improving why the inside gates in the starts of these meetings tend to be more beneficial. The big battle is for second there when Max Frick, he just went a little bit out of shape and he's messed it up for himself now. So I think the main challenge now is Righty challenging Sam Masters, and with 1 lap to go, it's very hard to see if Righty will get past Sam Masters. I don't think he will. And it's going to be a very, very straightforward heat number 1. With a red, blue, white, and yellow Doyle is packed up at the back.
And we say Charles Wright's a hero. Sam Masters obviously rode for the Chargers as well, so he's no stranger to this track, is he? And showing the experience he's got of the track. Cheaters even, not Chargers. Sam Masters in the National League. There's too many names for these clubs.
I'm not going to lie, I'd forgot Sam Masters had signed for Oxford in the Championship till you'd said. Well, welcome back to Speedway season.
And it's getting very dark there. I don't know what to look at these clouds. The result of heat number 1 was a win for the rider in red, Sam Masters. Second in blue, Charles Wright. And third in white, Max Frick. and Jason Doyle did finish the race, but he did break down.
He did.
And like you said
the tapes
there,
went up nice.
ooh, right, he got a little bit close to the front wheel of Max Frick there. Max Frick going grass tracking like you called him real time.
Yeah, pick up the grass tracking. Very popular sport. Although maybe at Oxford it should be called kart tracking.
And Wolves past and future, far past and nearer past Sam Masters and Freddie Lindgren pitted next to each other, former Wolves captains.
Former Wolves number ones.
'Tis good to see riders like Freddie Lindgren coming into these, obviously Grand Prix riders like these kind of meetings early on to get out some of the cobwebs, and we're straight on to number 2, riding in red for, well, he's representing Oxford this year, but it's Maciejnowski. Gate 2 in blue, Peter Kilderman makes his return to British Speedway. Gate 3 in white, Tom Brennan. In BSN's render, he's got his Brummies suit on, that still hurts. And off the outside in yellow, your hero, Mr. Adam Ellis.
It's Oxford versus Britain/France here.
Yeah.
Here we go. Could Oxford get their first 5-1 of the season? Will the British French people stop them? Here we go, the riders then.
Let's find out.
Come to tapes the start marshal, then walks away. And tapes rides away. It was a great start there for White and Tom Brennan, but both the Oxford boys up the inside there, and Kilderman's gone wide, which has not allowed Tom Brennan to get the second place. And now Janowski leads with Peter Kilderman now just going round the outside there to take the lead now. Great ride there for Peter Kilderman. My hero, Adabel, is struggling at the back, and Brennan now going round the outside there with Janowski. Looks like he's made that count, because that is a perfect ride. And now Adam Ellis is going round the outside looking to challenge Janowski, but Janowski just holds. And as we go into the third lap, and Adam Ellis is going very, very wide. If he goes any wider, he'll end up back in Swindon on in one of the new houses they've built on the track there. But a great ride this from Peter Kilderman, and Adam's gone all out of shape there. And if anything, now Magic Janowski's putting some pressure on Tom Brennan in second place here. But a great debut ride at his new home track for Peter Kilderman.
And that was strange, because the first race it was all around the inside. Two
Wow.
passes were made around the outside there.
Some may say there was more passing in that race than what we've seen all season. And considering this is your first meeting of the season that you've seen?
Yeah. So the result of Heat 2 was a win for the rider in blue, Peter Kilderman, second in white, Tom Brennan, and third in red, Maciej Janowski. Really difficult from that outside gate at the minute, isn't it?
It is Graveyard Gate 4. As that sky's getting darker, but Peter Kilderman looks somewhat happy.
That was a really good gate, as you called in real time, by Tom Brennan. It was just a little bit in no man's land going into that first turn.
Yeah, for sure.
Adam Ellis was miles away there.
He was, which is quite sad to see.
So
Adam, if you're watching this, you can make up by getting the maps at Bellevue tomorrow. Be great, thanks.
No, wrong heat, BSN. The lineup of heat number 3 going off the inside gate in red is Justin Sedgman. Gate 2 in blue, Freddie Lindgren. Gate 3 in white, I think, is Eric Riss, because we've got heat 2 showing on the screen. And off the outside in yellow, Tobias Mitchell.
Eric Riss in white.
This is the perfect
Eric
screen to help us with Tuesday's stream, because you can see just how different the Brummies suits from last year and this year are.
Yeah, the B on the knees really stand out.
And it's been,
Can't lie though, I do like the look of the Ben Fund race jackets this season.
they're nice,
I
aren't they?
really like the look of them.
They're really nice. They'll probably be flogged off after the meeting as well, won't they?
They've been auctioned via email from tomorrow.
Ah, okay. Said she's got
So-
new bike covers.
Dark Marshall walks away then as we go into heat number 3. It's a great start there from Justin Sedgman off the inside, but Frederick Lindgren round the outside there, and Eric Riss coming up the inside there of the rider in red. Justin Sedgman, a good ride there from Eric Riss, the home hero here. Almost a surprise to see Tobias Muslyak at the back here, but Frederick Lindgren, as you would probably expect, out in front, being the GP rider that he is. Muslyak looks so uncomfortable on this track at the back here, and to be fair, Justin Sedgman doesn't look much more comfortable. Oh, that was nearly a pass. Oh, it's only the Ben Fund boys totally killing each other at this start of the season. But Frederick Lindgren is leading this race, as you would expect, by example, with Eric Riss challenging Riss. Eric Riss challenging Lindgren, sorry. It's been a long winter. And usually now he's starting to join the party, but it's a little bit too late, as was probably the easiest, I would say the easiest win of Frederick Lindgren's night, but our streams decided to buffer. So we couldn't really tell you what's happened. Give me a moment and I'll refresh it.
Just remember to whack it on mute as soon as it refreshes.
Okay.
So
What the
got heat
Christ?
4, but we haven't got a heat 3 result.
Oh, crikey.
I could tell you Freddie Lindgren would it.
Freddie won, Eric Riss was second, and Toby was third at the time of ours freezing. In number 4, going off the inside gate in red is Ben Barker, gate 2 in blue, Jonas Knudsen, gate 3 in white, the late replacement for Lewis Kerr, Rowan Tungate, and off the outside in yellow is Danny King. That was a strange race there, because Eric Riss got the elbows out in the first turn. Toby had a lot of speed, he just gave the good heave-ho by Eric Riss in the first bend.
Oh, for sure.
And it's Oxford Spires number 1 Magic United, Rowan Tungate against Oxford Cheetahs newcomer Jonas Knudsen here.
And then we've got Danny King, who is a cult hero in some Marines, and there's Ben Barker, who's my pick in the sweepstake, who has made a brilliant start. And well, pulling wheelies like that, as long as he's out front, he can win me some money. I'd be greatly appreciative.
Here comes Tungate.
Here comes Tugate, and Ben Barker says, "Oh no, you're not." And, Ben Barker in this race at the moment could score in one race what he scored all meeting last year, which you don't hear that very often. Maybe he's managed to rob some new equipment from somebody. But Ben Barker's pulling quite the lead, and Tungate though is going wide now. Tungate's found the line that's been working.
Ben Barker's trying to kill him.
Barker shut the door again, and now Tungate blasts his way up the inside there, and my hopes and dreams are now officially over. Although Tungate goes wide, so Barker tries to come up the inside, and it's Tungate that has the win there over Ben Barker, with Danny King in third.
Good race, that. I mean, in your eyes,
we didn't like Tungate. If we didn't like Tungate before, we don't like him even more now.
just because he's cost Ben Barker the win there.
That could have cost me money, that.
And a bit of passing there as well. So the result of heat number 4 was a win for the rider in white, Rowan Tungate, second in red, Ben Barker, and third in yellow, Danny King. Jonas Knudsen just paid for a really bad start.
He did, but I mean, Oxford Cheetahs fans are big glad this is only a charity meeting rather than rather than a cheaters meeting. And we've got a ladies' race next. And that looks like Anders Row in the pit bay of Rowanton Gate.
Yep,
As
back
the,
on with Heat 2 of the
ladies.
ladies' race. When do the youth riders come out?
The U's get me the book program out. Youths are out after 12 and 16, ladies after 0, 4 and 8.
It's very well planned out, that actually. The ladies' race, gate 1 is Anastasia Sally, no rider off gate 2.
Ali!
TMA Brandt off gate 3 and Katie Gordon off gate 4. Let's be honest, Katie Gordon was really untroubled in the first one. It's good track time for these women, isn't it?
It is really. It's good that these girls get a chance in front of a crowd as well. Because let's be honest, these girls probably get the majority of the racing in amateur meetings and Midland Development League racing.
She's going to hit the fence.
Someone want to tell her there's a fence there. So yeah, but these are probably racing in front of crowds of no more than say 20 people. So it's nice that they're able to race in front of a crowd of, I don't know, for let's say 2,500 there.
She's going to hit the fence
Does
again.
somebody want to tell TMA Brand that there is a fence there and fences hurt?
We've got a legend in the chat, Mr. Craig Hurl.
Good evening, Mr. Hurl. How are we doing, sir?
She keeps straightening up.
She's
gonna go through that thing in a minute. Katie Gordon comes through for the lead.
Yeah, and Katie Gordon's all of a sudden got very quicker going down that straight. But Brantnell keeps up to the inside. She's nearly binged it with Katie, but no. Gordon won that one. And sadly.
Get the YouTube comments up on your phone. I ain't reading this one out.
Oh.
Craig Hurl's being a bit naughty in the chat. He's already in the chat, Mr. Hurl. It's called Alan.
Yes.
It's definitely getting mistier there. I was really worried that we're going to be scraping TMA Brandt up at one point then.
Yeah, you've got a point, my old fruit. You've got a point. And this is what we come to Speedway to see. The tractors are back out on track.
Absolute heroes. They're not putting any water down though, just a bit of track grading.
You know, when I was at Leicester last night, I don't even think the tractor come out while I was there. We didn't even get to see any tractor racing.
Boo.
But we did get to see Rowan Tungate make a start right in front of us. And that was all she wrote.
Bit gutting for Mr. Douglas. It's typical Speedway weather, innit?
Yeah, I mean, as soon as I made the decision to come home after seeing what I would have been staying in, I'll send you the video in a minute of the room. Oh, you've seen the video of the room?
Yeah.
Haven't you? Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't great. tea bags have been in better cupboards than what I was going to go with.
Peter Kilderman being interviewed on BSN by Jason Harold.
Jason Harold looks a little bit cold. But yeah, a cracking debut ride for Peter Kilderman at his new home track of Oxford.
We've got 8 viewers. Gone down to 5 now. What gate won Heat 4?
White.
Was that 3 and 4 won by White?
Heat 3 was one off Gate 2.
Gate 2 for Heat 3, yeah. Oh,
So,
man.
I'm going to do a Gate wins tally.
That's exactly what I've just started to do. Hurley, favourite part of Speedway is the tractor racing. Yes, it is.
So, current Gate stats at the current point of time. Blue is the place to be, as it's won 2 races. Red and white winning 1 each. Yellow yet to win a race. And as we've got the standings up here, Sam Masters, Peter Kilderman, Frederick Lindgren and Rowan Tungate all leading the meeting on 3 points, with Charles Wright, Tom Vernon, Eric Riss and Ben Barker on 2. Max Frick, Magic Yanowski, and Tobias Musuliak and Danny King on 1. Jason Doyle, Adam Ellis, Justin Sedgman and Jonas Knudsen on 0 points.
I mean, 13 and 14 place, it does not make good reading for Ipswich fans.
So, just don't. Not yet. Too early in the season for this sort of heartbreak. So, talking of Ipswich, they are live on BSN tomorrow at Bellevue. But there is no watch along because you are at Birmingham.
Yeah, Ricky Ashworth in it.
Ricky Ashworth and Gary Stead.
Pair of legends. Yeah, you'll be watching Bellevue and Ipswich on BSN, won't you? I'll be at Birmingham versus Leicester. What's the other meeting? Kings Lynn and Oxford?
Kings Lynn versus Oxford. Yeah, that's correct. Which that one isn't being streamed at all.
No.
So if you want to watch Kings Lynn versus Oxford,
go to the
off
track.
in your car, off on a train, get in a bus, walk, cycle.
Or do an Allen and just don't bother going.
Or just do what I'm going to do, watch the updates.
Well, that, yeah. Next watch along, if everything bodes well, is on Thursday.
Thursday, I believe, where it's going to be from Leicester versus Birmingham.
As long as Lions TV stream it.
I can't see why they wouldn't.
Yeah, and hopefully the weather plays ball as well. Because we've had a couple of nice weeks of weather.
Hopefully.
And now the season's here, it keeps bloody raining. This is definitely not the support line up BSN. It's not. It's not even the right fucking. Right, heat number 5 going off the inside gate in red is Daddy King. Gate 2 in blue is Sam Masters. Gate 3 in white, Matt Sayanovsky. And off the outside in yellow is that Eric Riss?
Eric Riss, according to the programme.
It is Eric Riss.
Eric Riss. So the start marshal walks away for Heat 5, and yet again it's the inside gate that makes a good start with Daddy King now in the lead, but round the outside there, Sam Masters making home track knowledge work. Sam Masters has now gained a bit of a lead over Danny King there in second, with the rider in White Magic battling with his Premiership teammate Eric Riss there in third and fourth position. But there's no stopping Sam Masters, and some may say Sam Masters could be signed up to the Spires Premiership team next season, because obviously he's rest of the season. But Yunoski now try to challenge Danny King here as King goes wide. Yunoski looking to come up the inside. It's not quite enough at this current point of time for one of Poland's great riders that isn't called Bartosz Vajra, because we're going to the last lap now. Sam Masters had a little look back. He sees Danny King's there, but he sees that he's got a good enough gap where he could just cruise down the back straight. And who would have thought it was the championship number ones taking a win over the Premiership stars.
That looked a little bit like the inside went up before the outside again, or did the two off the outside just completely miss it?
Martin Hunter, if you're watching, can we have a replay, please?
They were definitely a little bit behind the two off the inside. So the result of heat number 5 was a win for the rider in blue, Sam Masters, second in red, Danny King, and third in white, Matt Sayanovsky. That's a 1-5 against the Oxford Spires pairing.
Or if you're going in all Oxford teams, some may say that was a 4-2.
Sam Masters and Freddie Lindgren just having a chinwag.
As you did.
They are getting a bit of a shift on with this now.
Maybe it's due to start raining there soon.
Because that would just sum up Speedway season being back, wouldn't it?
You're telling me. Let me have a look at the weather for Oxford. To the surprise of no one, it's due to start raining at 7 o'clock.
Oh, crikey. Line up off heat number 6. 7 to what?
70% chance at 7 o'clock and 60% chance at 8 o'clock.
Jesus.
And it stops at 9.
Going off the inside gate in red,
Matt
Jonas Knudsen. Gate 2 in blue, Justin Sedgman. Gate 3, Charles Wright. And off the outside in yellow, Tom Brennan. Sedge's bike covers are nice.
I like them.
Different, aren't they?
Yeah. They certainly fitted well with the traditional Edinburgh kit over the past couple of seasons.
Yeah, you're right there. And so far, the inside 2 gates are the ones to be on. Gate 2 in particular.
Gate 2's the place to be. It's the surprise of no one. Gate 2's made an absolute crack like that. But oh my God, what a ride from Charles, right round the outside. And to be fair, the rider in yellow, Tom Brennan's got round Justin Sedgman as well. So it is home hero. Right, that's out in front with Tom Brennan chasing him down there in his second position with Justin Sedgman, who has made a brilliant start from that one and sitting there in third and new home. I don't really think I could call him a hero, but Jonas Knudsen's at the back. This one as it stands at the current point of time. Well, a great ride from Charles right there. Tom Brennan looming and getting the right lines there. Wright has got one lap to defend himself. I don't think Wright has changed his bike covers this year, which is a bit sad. We like seeing new bike covers. But Wright is there in the front. Wright is going to take 3 points, and Tom Brennan's going to take 2.
Sedgy made a beautiful gate then and just didn't go wide enough. He kept it down low, and the line seems to be around that mid-track area in the first turn.
100%. %.
So the result of heat number 6 was a win for the rider in white, Charles Wright, second in yellow, Tom Brennan, and third in blue, Justin Sedgman. This is worrying signs for Jonas Knudsen. because they were the calibre of riders he'll be up against riding for the Cheetahs, other than obviously Tom Brennan, who's sitting out British Speedway, but Charles Wright and Justin Sedgman are riders he'll be going up against quite regularly.
For sure. And another worrying thing for Oxford is Oxford was his best track when he had his stints with Redcar and Derrick.
Winchester's just messaged he's tuned in to us.
Has he really?
What a boy. Heat number 7, going off the inside gate in red, Freddie Lindgren. Gate 2 in blue, Ben Barker. Gate 3 in white, Peter Kilderman. And off the outside in yellow, Max Frick. Can Peter Kilderman go back-to-back wins? Can Freddie Lindgren go back-to-back wins? Ben Barker looked decent in his first race until the last lap. Max Frick just, yeah, it wasn't overly impressive off his first one, was
He wasn't brilliant, was he? Now, if the gate stats are anything to go by, this is Ben Barker's to lose.
Yeah. Ben Barker or Peter Kilderman.
Something tells me there's a rider on the inside that might suggest not. Does Freddie Lindgren have any bikes on?
That was the bike he used last year for Brum as well. It's not his Grand Prix covers. I think it's just his general purpose bike covers. He's
Fair
made
enough.
a blinder of a
That
gate.
was an appalling start for white and yellow, that. But great gate there from Freddie Lindgren, as we'd probably expect. I think Max Frick has pulled up at the back. And it's now a big race between Peter Kilderman and Ben Barker. And at the moment, Ben Barker is winning that race between... But Freddie Lindgren's just out there having fun, and he's just expanding his lead, whereas the challenge from Peter Kilderman and Ben Barker is increasingly coming every lap, and Barker has a look back now just to see whereabouts Peter Kilderman is, and Kilderman just makes a little bit of a mistake there coming off the second turn, and has allowed Ben Barker to extend his lead in the second place position. We've got one lap left to go then. This race is quite processional, to be fair, and with the rain's due in about 20 minutes, so if Ben Fund people want to just keep cracking this on, that would be appreciated. But Frederick takes another win.
That was all done from the start, wasn't it?
Was.
I'll tell you what though, Ben Barker, 4 points from 2 rides.
He's going to win me 20 quid. He's going to win the meeting.
He's giving you more hope than Mr. Frick is giving your best friend.
You telling me, Bosh?
The result of heat number 7 was a win for the rider in red, Freddie Lindgren, second in blue, Ben Barker, and third in white, Peter Kilderman. You can understand losing to Freddie, but Peter Kilderman will be bitterly disappointed to lose to Ben Barker as well. The two on the outside just made really, really bad starts.
When do Oxford release Kilderman and sign Ben Barker?
Lewis Kerr come back in.
Yeah. Frederick seems content now.
Toby's got new bike covers.
I hope my grandmother doesn't see... can't remember. Rowan Tungate's mechanic. She'll be saying some words.
Is it raining there or is it me? That track looks like it's getting a little bit wet in parts. It's definitely gusting.
Some may say it's getting like a nice kebab and getting nice and greasy.
Yeah, Toby's got new bike covers, black and white this year.
Alright, black and white.
Basic yet effective, and you know what the old D&D media saying is.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, nice. They're really nice, actually. So the lineup for the last race in the second block, going off the inside gate in red, Jason Doyle. Gate 2 in blue, Adam Ellis. Gate 3 in white, Tobias Michalak. And off the outside in yellow, Rowan Tungate. 2 off the inside yet to score, Toby on 1 point. So on paper, Rowan Tungate's favourite for this, but Speedway's never run on paper, is it?
No, it would be so much more boring if it was.
And you've got to fancy Doyley for this one off that inside gate.
100% the inside gate certainly coming into fruition over the past couple of heats. Yeah, it's certainly going to be interesting. Nice to see a track with dirt on it, to be fair. You don't see that very often.
And it's Scunny's press day on Friday, isn't it?
Correct, Amondo.
Speaking of tracks with no dirt on it, like.
Don't know what you're on about. We just have different. So, start Marshall then walks away for heat number 8. Away we go. A great start there for the rider with red there. Jason Doyle and his Ipswich teammate Adam Ellis gets there with him. And now Doyle goes so wide. Adam Ellis right up the inside. So it's currently Doyle has the lead with Adam Ellis being forced to leave with the challenge of the rider in yellow, Rowan Tungate, and Tobias Music in a great ride there for Tobias Music to get up the inside there of both riders. But Ellis now back around the outside to get himself into second. This is what some may call an Ipswich 5-1. But it seems that the line's either really tucked right in where the line is or right on the outside. There's no in between. Rowan Tungate's packed up, but nobody really cares about him. Doyle is certainly showing why he's come back, and if Adam goes any wider, he's going to end up the other side of Swindon. So, yeah, solid enough ride here from Doyle and Adam. Probably just playing it safe there in third. And, yeah, the favourite probably won that one.
Good move by Toby on 3. It seems like the line is mid-track to wide on 1 and 2, and then there is an inside dive on 3 and 4. It's a strange line at the minute.
Yeah, for sure.
Tungate was at the back, wasn't really in it, and just sort of gave up.
Well, we know what Rowan's like. If he doesn't gate, he tends not to finish a race.
Result of Heat 8 was a win for the rider in red, Jason Doyle. Second in blue, Adam Ellis. And third in white, Tobias Michalak. Brilliant pass this, and then Adam just had enough to get back around the outside.
That was a beautiful move up the inside there from Toby.
He left a bit of room as well. He didn't push Adam to the fence like some other riders may have.
Some other riders would have put him through the fence.
It was definitely fair enough to leave him just over a bike's width to the fence.
Hard but fair, wasn't it?
And now what have we got? Is it the women's races again?
I believe we've got the final ladies race coming up.
No, looks like we're cracking on. We're cracking on. Probably the right thing to do if the weather forecast is to be believed.
Thinking, well, if we get to heat 16, we don't have to issue refunds.
It does look a little bit wet. Tom Brennan's Kevlars are not the cleanest. Nor the bike for that matter.
No. His washing machine's going to be busy this evening.
So there'll be no break between 8 and 9. Tom Brennan's at the tapes ready, and it looks like we're just cracking on. Can't see any of the other riders there yet though. That's because they're not. We have got Freddie.
Tungate will be allowed a little bit of extra time because he's on 2 on the trot.
And it's definitely got darker. Like, I know it's going dark in general now, but It looks very dark. Is that Phil McGlynn in the background talking to Lawrence Rogers by the toilets? Very much looks like him.
It could well be.
Yeah, it
And
is.
while we're describing what happens, there is a man walking up and down from the track gate up to the pits in a grey jacket. If you're interested in what's going on in the pits.
Them dog track covers look like they're getting a bit wet. They're a bit shiny. I think it might be raining.
Fancy a flashback from Oxford versus Birmingham at the start of last season.
That was something, weren't it?
That was a tad moist.
That was just a little bit damp.
Just a tad.
And to be fair, Rowan Tungate's not in a rush, is he?
He isn't.
And we froze again.
Sparkle of course, looks like he was
Telling him to get a move on.
More. Just reboot this a moment. He ain't doing a lot, but he got to move on.
Crikey.
And we do apologise. We are on new technology, and this is the first time it's really been trialled out. But Frederick Lindgren has the lead, and quite a substantial lead.
And
Sam Masters is in second.
Rowan Tungate's nowhere to be seen.
Tom Brennan's in third, and Rowan Tungate just can't really be bothered, can he?
No, he can't be arsed. Freddie wins, Sam second, Tom third. First defeat of the afternoon for Sam. Freddie remains unbeaten.
First win off.
It's definitely raining. First win off gate 4. Rowan Tungate pulled out again. He was sat on the centre green. Yeah, it's definitely raining. Result of heat number 9, it was a win for the rider in yellow, Freddie Lindgren. Second in blue, Sam Masters. And third in red, Tom Brennan. Rowan Tungate retired again after a brilliant start for Rowan Tungate. It's gone a bit south, innit?
And it just, I mean, I've been keeping up with the updates just to see what the times and that are like, and heat number 8 was astonishingly almost 4 seconds lower than heat 1.
Cool. Sam and Freddie in deep conversation again.
Maybe they're thinking of travelled all this way from one rain off to have another. But they've been able to do a couple of laps in between.
And we're cracking straight on with heat number 10.
Heat 10, as the graphic changes. I do like the new BSN graphics, I can't lie.
They look really cool, don't they? The line-up going off the inside gate in red, Tobias Mischlek. Gate 2 in blue, Matt Sajanovski. Gate 3 in white, Ben Barker. And off the outside in yellow, Charles Wright. Gate 4 came into its own for Freddie then.
Ben Barker time, baby. Here we go.
The two off the inside will be a little bit concerned. You'd probably expect a couple more points from both Tobias Mischlek and Matt Sajanovski.
Yeah, for sure. However, if you had to listen to Greg Blair at the start of the meet, yeah, it's definitely raining. You can see the rain dropping down in the tyres on the dog track.
Tell us the speedway season's back.
Speedway season's here. If it's not freezing cold. If it's not freezing cold like it was at the Craven, it's raining.
Toby's in no rush, is he?
No.
He's using all 16 seconds he's got left. I'd be telling start marshal to wait. There's a clock on the centigrade.
But the
they went
right
up really
away,
uneven.
I did, and it was a great start for Blue. But Ben Barker, as I said, he's gone up to the front. Ben Barker's going to win me 20 quid and he could be an hero again for one night and one night only. With Charles right there in the second place position, and now usually that looks to come up the inside there with Janoski there in the third place, but Janoski now goes ever so wide
Is it
there.
another lava?
And Toby's gone right on the inside, and Toby's taking the lead. A great ride there from Tobias Muslyak, and Righty now looking to
Oh!
put a challenge on Ben Barker here. At the minute, it's getting scary. But right, he goes really wide where the track's dry, and he's made it work. And something must have just popped up Ben Barker's backside to make him do a little wheelie like that. But Yodoski now is challenging Ben Barker, and we've got one lap left to go. And Yodoski's got up the inside there with Barker. And Barker looking to try around the outside again, see if he can make any amends on Magic Yodoski. But Yodoski making home track knowledge work. And it's going to be a win for Tobias Muslyak.
Oh! And Janowski's got second, I think. I'll wait for the BSN on that. Second. That definitely looked like he had second. What on earth happened to Ben Barker then? I thought I was going to end in tears at one point.
Ben Barker, I know you're a supporter of us because you've listened to our stuff before. Can you please stop getting my hopes up?
Yudowski got it as well, yeah. Yeah, he got it. The result of heat number 10 was a win for the rider in red, Tobias Muslyak, second in blue, Matt Zainowski, and third in yellow, Charles Wright.
That was...
That I thought I was going to end in tears more than once. What a move from Toby. They all went up to the fence, second lap around, and Toby just nips up the inside. Thank you very much.
For sure.
I think the line may have moved back down to the inside now. It's wet. Yeah, Toby just, thank you very much. Straight up the inside of a lot of them. Ben Barker lifts, and everyone else flies past him as well.
Basically... Yeah,
he does not look happy. Line up for heat 11, we're definitely getting a bloody move on here, aren't we? Adam Ellis goes off the inside gate in red, Eric Riss gate 2 in blue, Max Frick gate 3 in white, and off the outside in yellow, Jonas Knudsen. Now I'm going to throw it out on a whim here, but I don't think Jonas Knudsen's going to score in this race. It's a difficult one.
He's certainly not the favourite.
Although, is this Max Frick that's turned up, or Max Clegg?
Who leaves the Scunny legend alone?
Start Marshal's very impatient, but there is a clock on the centre green that they're allowed to run to.
I think they'll give him a little bit of leeway in a charity meeting, to be fair. But Tapes right away, we've got a great start off the inside there from Adam Ellis. And Max Frick's gone really, really, really wide there, and he's gone backwards as Eric Riss has got up the inside there. Now, Adam Ellis has got a great lead, and it's Jonas Knudsen, not really surprisingly, towards the rear of the field here. But Adam still leads him. Frick's putting Eric Riss under some pressure now. Max Frick going really, really wide. He just wants to ride this old Swindon track before it becomes houses. But Riss under pressure for Frick now. Frick going really wide yet again, and even Adam could be under some pressure here from Frick. And Frick now just manages to get around the outside there with Eric Riss. Riss holds the inside line, and Riss says, "No, thank you. You're not coming through. We don't like you." And
screwed it.
Frick made a little mistake, but he's still beating Jonas Knudsen, which, judging by this, so is everybody. But yeah, a great win there for Adam, and a solid second place for Eric Riss. And of the 11 heats, that was the 5th win for the rider in red.
Max Frick was really... He had a bit of speed and he was really trying that outside, but it seems to have moved down a bit. Adam Ellis was riding the inside and more than covered it off, didn't he?
Yeah, 100% to be fair.
The result of heat number 11 was a win for the rider in red, Adam Ellis. Second in blue, Eric Riss. And third in white, Max Frick. That's another red, white, blue, yellow result of that. That's about the third one of them we've had tonight.
Certainly is the old fruit. Anybody in the YouTube comments this evening?
There haven't been
Get
any
yourselves
comments
in
since
the
Mr.
comments. We've got 5 people watching, so get yourselves in the comments.
Want to hear
Because
from Al again.
We really care about our supporters' thoughts.
And it's good for filler.
Exactly.
Straight on with heat number 12, the last race in the third block of heats.
That it is.
And the lineup is Danny King off the inside in red, Jason Doyle gate 2 in blue, Justin Sedgman gate 3 in white, and Peter Kilderman off the outside in yellow. Jason Doyle looked impressive last time out.
He did. He did, and to be fair, Peter Kilderman's looked really good all night.
Yeah, he ain't looked too bad, has he? Sedgman's been a little bit of a disappointment, maybe. But then he has had some difficult races.
He has, and I don't think he's really had any competitive laps yet this year, has he really?
He did some of the Oz meetings, didn't he? But
yeah, but they don't count. So the Fat Controller, Start Marshall walks away, and the
tapes
blue moves, the white goes through.
Tapes have got stuck by the looks of it.
I think that's an electrical fault there. I'd be very surprised if anyone got excluded for that.
Yeah, it looks like the tapes just didn't go. Got 6 people watching or listening.
Fair play to them.
Start Marshall
walks with our descriptions.
Yeah, the types of malfunction there. That was about 5 seconds at least before anything happened. They don't take that long to go up. And they still hadn't gone up by the time Sedgy moved either. And they're automated now, aren't they? So
that's it's up to in these meetings, it's up to the referee. Like yesterday, they was just going to use the manual starts. So I think it's up to the meeting referee.
And Sedgy's in, so it must have been a tapes malfunction. Because what else could go wrong?
The heavens could open any minute from now.
Looks like they're trying to be honest. Same 4 riders, same 4 gates. Let's hope the things go up this time.
Hopefully. If the referee fancies turning the electrics in the box on and off again, that might help him.
We've got 7 people listening to us now.
7?
7.
Big crowd. Almost as big as being at the Truckers.
Gone down to 6. Lost one. The Start Marshall's kit's a bit out of date though. We've still got the Oxford Stadium logo on the back.
Well, maybe they just can't afford to buy him a new one. That was another Richie start there, but from Doyley and Kingy. But it's ironically them two that start in front, with King having the lead over Doyle, but the rider in white there, Justin Sedgman, looking to come round the outside there with Jason Doyle, and Peter Kilderman wants to join in the action, and it's now Danny King still out there in front with rider number 10 in white, Justin Sedgman in the second place position, and he's challenging Danny King. Jason Doyle's gone to the back here. This is unbelievable stuff for a former world champion. Whoa! Peter Kilderman,
Seji.
That was it's scary. Said, around the outside there of Danny King. King looks to come back up the inside. It's not quite worked. So Sedgy now has got the lead with Danny King there in the second position. Doyle is there in the third place, and Peter Goldwyn will just be glad to finish this race. And I think he may need to nip to the changing rooms and change his underpants. But a solid win this for Justin Sedgman, and you could say it was the most entertaining race of the afternoon.
Really good ride that from Seji.
That was probably the best race of the night so far.
Thought Peter Kilderman was going to the hospital for a moment though. That was violent lift and a half. So the result of Heat 12 was a win for the rider in white Justin Sedgman, second in red Danny King, and third in blue Jason Doyle. Peter Kilderman, as Palmer said, will need to go and change his underpants.
He's took some extra clean ones.
Sedgy will be sat there now ringing off the Oxford promotion for when they need to replace Kilderman. Are we going straight on to 13? I'd imagine so.
Either that or we're having a late race.
Like you called in real time there, that was a messy race as well. Messy start again. No, we're on to we're on to the kids' race.
We've got a youth race now.
Does look like it's brightened up a little bit there, actually.
Maybe they was just having a little shower. To be fair, looking at the times, we've gone from 59.37 in Heat 1 to 62.53 in Heat 6 to 63.56 in Heat 9, and Heat 11 was 62.06. So we're getting faster again.
Hopefully the rain's passed and we'll have a clean running now with everyone managing to get their rides in.
Yeah, for sure. Hopefully.
Sam Master's being interviewed by Bartek Blair on BSN. Sam showing off his wolf suit. Obviously we have to watch on mute, so we don't really know what he's saying.
But it looks like they're running a support race now.
And then a women's race.
Oh, Cardage!
Oh dear.
Cardage. There's a leg, and the other's Oliver Bovington. Someone want to tell him he can't have a poo on the track?
It's got a bit of a stinger there, I think. Has he got one of them blow-up suits on under that Kevlar?
Yeah. Yeah.
Medic's just checking over whoever the fella in white is. Looks like he's something to do with Leicester. Oh, Ned Bartek's talking to Freddie.
Oliver Bovington and Seth Norman, them two are.
Well, we've got a moment and viewers have dipped. Shall we take a quick couple of minutes?
Go on then.
Don't think that'll be a bad idea, to be honest. Right, we'll have a quick 5 and then when they start up with the main meeting again, we'll be back.
So we're back on. It sounds like Heat, or looks like Heat 13 is about to start, but we can't tell you a lot about it. Is Greg Blair's just talking to a man and a lady. But however, we can confirm that them 5 minutes that we took was used to good use.
And here we are, Heat 13, going off the inside gate in red, Peter Kilderman, gate 2 in blue, brilliant ride last time out, Tobias Michalek, gate 3 in white, Jonas Knudsen, still looking for his first points, and off the outside in yellow, Sam Masters.
For sure, the tapes went up fairly evenly. There's a great start there for the rider in blue there, which is Tobias Michalek, with the rider in white there, Jonas Knudsen, going wide, and he looks to be like he's going to score some points here. Sam Masters now towards the rear of the field, which is quite concerning for a rider like Sam Masters, although the rider in red there, Peter Kilderman's just fending off the challenge of Sam Masters, but it's the Chargers number 2 there in the second position, holding the right line, and is going to score his first points of the meeting and of the season.
Cheaters,
But
innit?
there's nobody. Cheaters, Chargers, Spires, same bloody thing.
We've both
Although
done
to
it
be
now.
fair, the way he's been riding all night, you wouldn't put him past him being in the Chargers lineup. But nobody's catching Tobias Michalek out front here. It's Jonas Knudsen there in the second position. Holds the inside line. Peter Kilderman goes towards the outside line. Sam Masters is nowhere to be seen at the back here. But that's a win for Tobias Michalek, with Jonas Knudsen there in second, and the crowd go mild.
Toby's found it now. Took him a couple of races, but he's found it.
Found it.
That'll be a worry for
Don't
Sam
know what
Masters.
he was finding, but you found it.
Found it. And the result of heat number 13, unlucky for some it was for Sam there, win for the rider in blue, Tobias Michalek, second in white, Jonas Knudsen, and third in red, Peter Kilderman. Sam Masters bringing up the rear.
Yeah.
Looked like Sam made an half decent gate then as well. Toby's gone to watch the replays if BSN ever show it. They're not.
And
Freddie
BSN said no.
Absolutely not. Freddie Lindgren coming out in yellow here. Unbeaten so far. Sam Masters has just run a last off that gate 4. Freddie will be hoping it's not back to back lasts off that gate number 4.
I mean, to be fair, with the calibre of riders that he's against, he shouldn't be coming last.
Heat number 14, going off the inside gate in red, Charles Wright. Gate 2 in blue, Danny King. Gate 3 in white is Adam Ellis. And off the outside in yellow, Freddie Lindgren. Everyone in this race has been in the points, and I think everyone in this race has won a race. Danny King has not. He's had 2 seconds and a third. Charles Wright's won 1. And Adam Ellis has won 1.
Adam's had a race win.
And Freddie's won 3.
Danny King's tried to.
Danny King's been the consistent one, isn't he?
So, that Marshall there, just cheering on Freddie Lindgren as he gets off his bike and does a bit of gardening.
Freddie looking at
We
him
love a
as if to
supporter
say.
start, Marshall.
Freddie Lindgren just stared at him as if to say, jog on mate, I've still got 40 seconds. Still got 40 seconds now, 41 there.
Have you seen the size of the start, Marshall? He doesn't jog.
True, it's like me.
As he walked away then from the tapes, there's a great start there for the rider in red, Charles Wright, with the rider in white there, Adam Ellis, going really, really wide there. Bloody hell, if he went wider, he would end up in probably somewhere like Doncaster, and nobody wants to end up there. Freddie Lindgren surprisingly at the back at the current point of time, but Charles Wright making home track knowledge count here. Adam going really wide there again. Don't go too wide, Adam. You're scaring me. But Wright, he looks comfortable there right in front, to be fair. Danny King almost looks settled in third. Adam looks settled in second, but wants to challenge Righty for the race win. But nobody's catching Righty with the gap that he's got. The big battle, to be fair, is more for third and fourth, with Lindgren trying to challenge Danny King, but I think we kind of maybe jinxed it for Lindgren when we said he didn't want two last places off gate 4 in quick succession. First win for Righty.
It's got just a little bit processional now, innit? There was no racing in that. It's just got a little bit follow the leader.
Little bit.
Well,
it's been like this since Heat 1 Rush.
I'm trying to be optimistic. The result of heat number 14 was a win for the rider in red, Charles Wright, second in white, Adam Ellis, and third in blue, Danny King. Adam Ellis has bounced back well from a last in his opener, 7 points after that.
We've got another qualifying ride to go, so we could be in the semi-finals here.
What's this? Is it top 2 through and then next 4 semi? Or is it top 8, 2 semis?
Top 2 scorers go straight to the final, and then the next 4 into the semi-final.
No, I don't want to jinx it, but Matt Sayanovsky's got gate 4 this time. Is it going to be the hat-trick of lasts off gate 4? And the lineup for heat number 15. Yeah, this is a low scorer's race, you could argue. Ryan Tungate goes off the inside in red, Max Frick off gate 2 in blue, Justin Sedgman gate 3 in white, and Matt Sayanovsky gate 4 in yellow. And it comes to something when Justin Sedgman is the top joint scorer in this race.
The big question for this is...
will Tungate finish it?
How many laps till Tungate retires?
And will Frick stop being not very good?
Yes, we try not to encourage saying naughty words on our streams, so if you have heard any, no, you have.
If you've watched our hockey ones, that wasn't us.
Yeah, we won't mention the surprises in hockey for now. We'll stick to the more simple sport. They've got some wind there at Oxford as the takes are flying, and so was the rider in blue there, Max Frick, who's got himself into the lead there with the rider in yellow, which is Justin Sedgman there in the second position. Rowan Tungate's in third, about to be passed by the rider in yellow, Magic Janoski. No, he isn't. Janoski and Tungate there, the two Spires heat leaders, tried to race themselves while putting themselves in the fence in the rear of the field, and Max Frick's got to claim his first race win of the afternoon, as long as Justin Sedgman doesn't pass him. Insightful knowledge as always here at Simpson Shale. But to be fair, Sedgy looks a quicker rider of the two out in front. And I think the rider in yellow there, Magic must be doing a bit of grass tracking coming off the first and second bends there. But Max Frick's going to take his first winner of the evening, with Justin Sedgman in second.
Gate 4's become a graveyard. That's the third race in a row that there's been no points off Gate 4. Who's got it in 16?
Tungate called third there, Mosh.
It was Matt Sayanovsky in yellow.
He come last.
I know.
Eric Riss has got Gate 1 next, and Ben Barker's got the outside.
There goes your hopes down the pan. The result of Heat 15 was a win for the rider in blue, Max Frick, second in white, Justin Sedgman, and third in red, Rowan Tungate. Gate 4 has become one of those places you go to when you're not alive anymore.
It's not the best, is it?
No. But if anyone can make it work, it's Ben Barker.
Yes.
Freddie Lindgren? Nope. Sam Masters? Nope. Magic Janoski? Nope. Hero Barker? You can have it.
Yes.
Line up RV number 16, going off the inside gate in red, Eric Riss. Gate 2 in blue, Tom Brennan. Gate 3 in white, Jason Doyle. And off the outside in yellow, Ben Barker. Tom Brennan the highest scorer. All the other 3 riders are on 4 points apiece.
If anybody's interested in the times, whoever's doing the updates has stopped providing the times and race results by the looks of things.
Oh dear. Eric Riss just nearly stacked it for shits and giggles.
As you do. He thought if he trips, he'll go to sunny Spain, but he's ended up staying in Oxford.
Oxford at King's Lynn tomorrow, yeah?
Which that could be an interesting meeting.
Could be, yeah.
That actually walks away for heat number 16. The tapes rise away. We go, and
Tapes have been destroyed.
Maybe we don't.
Jason Doyle.
Somebody's done a boo-boo.
Jason Doyle giving Ben Barker the glare there. So was it him that moved? He knows that Gate 4's been a graveyard, and they've definitely been broke from the outside as Ben Barker moved. Jason Doyle stared straight at him going to that first turn. No, they just didn't go up on the outside at the same time.
Just didn't go up.
Nah, they got stuck. That's a tapes malfunction again.
Definitely shouldn't be an exclusion for that, in my opinion.
Should be all 4 back. That was why Doyley was looking to see if Ben Barker had been left standing as well. The outside just never went up.
Yeah.
Should be all 4 back. And Oxford need to sort out their outside of the gates.
Where's your pal, Mr. Hutt? You go tell him to turn the electrics on and off in the box and get the WD-40 on the starting gates.
And if the electrics don't work, get an hammer and threaten to smash them. It'll work then.
Or just go to green flag starts.
Adam Ellis and Max Frick having a chinwag in the pits.
Happy new Speedway season, people.
You saw them people who have said that riders shouldn't interact with opposition in the pits during a meeting. Seems to be a thing now.
All the riders are all pals anyway, aren't they?
All 4 back. The clerk of the course has sent Doyley and Ben Barker back around.
Completely the right decision there. It wasn't the rider's fault. The tapes didn't go up.
Exactly, 100%. T-shirt coming soon.
Yeah.
As a rider now, though, would that make you a little bit more anxious that they didn't go up just?
It would make me more anxious. I'd be quite pissed off if I had to make another start like that again.
Doyley's moved right against Gate 2 this time, so he's getting a bit more luck on his side if they don't go up again.
Well, the Reds don't let to race, so he should just be able to go under.
Straight under. There's Ben Barker standing there like a spare fart in a lift. Same 4 riders, same 4 gates. We try again. Ben Barker ain't interested in moving. He wants to be right up against that fence again.
So, start marshal then walks away for heat number 16. Tapes rise away they go. They all go up, which is absolutely lovely. And it's Tom Brennan off gate 2 that gets a great start. Doyley right round the outside there. Does him absolutely no favours because he's sat in third with Eric Riss there. And Doyley's down on the deck.
Doyley will go for that. Just fell off on his own.
Oh,
Red
hopefully
should be
he gets up in the race.
Reds are on.
Rags are out.
Doyley will go for that. He's stuck under the fence. And when
He's had a long day at the media day. He just wants to go to bed. And the air fence looks quite nice.
When you're just coming back from an awkward injury out of the box, stuck on his leg. When you're just coming back from an awkward one, it's that's
hopefully
the last
it's
thing you want.
alright.
Yeah. Hutty's gone to take the bike off the paramedic. Interesting to see the bottom half of the Spires Kevlars at the back are the same colour as the championship ones. It's just the front that's predominantly white. It's almost, is that Senna Summers on the spanners for Kill Demand?
I'm not too sure, to be fair. I didn't see the cut to the track instead.
Do you want to read out the standings quickly, Mush?
Right, so standings. Frederick Lindgren tops the chart on 9. So does Charles Wright, also on 9. Sam Masters 8. Tobias Fuselak 8. Adam Ellis 7. Justin Sedgwick 6. Danny King 6. Peter Kilderman 5. That's your top 8. Max Frick 5. Tom Brennan 5. Rowan Tungate 4. Jason Doyle 4. Eric Riss 4. Ben Barker 4. Magic Inoski 4. Jonas Knudsen 2. Boom, there you go.
What a run through that was. And ere that race
Does
was
any,
shaping up, Tom Brennan was about to become 8.
If there's any auctioneers looking for new announcer people, hit me up. If my boss watches these streams, I could be unemployed.
Yeah, Doyley's gone on his own there. He'll
He
go
just
for
goes
that.
on his own, doesn't he?
He'll go for that. So should be a 3-rider rerun, which is good news for Ben Barker because he was a bit closer to Leicester or somewhere like that than he was Oxford in that race.
Danny King really does look like
Phil Mitchell.
the crossover of Nikolai Klein and a divorced dad.
Few of the riders gone to check on Doyley, Adam Ellis, Ryan Tungate there, Max Frick, Toby, Magic, both checking as well. But Speedway riders shouldn't talk to each other during a meeting, you know. Opposition, remember? What a stupid argument.
But it is nice to see Doyley back up and on his feet. Maybe with how the weather's been, maybe they'll allow the race to be awarded.
2 minutes are back on.
This lady here.
2 minutes are back on.
This lady here's got a rud up.
Looks like it's raining again, yeah. Quick, someone tell the police. They're talking to each other. Toby, Tungate and Magic having a chinwag. Quick, not allowed to do that.
Not allowed to do that.
No.
Oh, we see some crap on Facebook, don't we?
It's getting as bad as the BSF, isn't it?
In fact, the BSF is probably more sensible than Facebook nowadays.
I never thought I'd hear that sentence in all my life.
I never thought I'd have to say it.
Tom Brennan back to the start early. And that's a nice X next to Doyley, but like you say, the main thing is he's up and walked back, and he's okay.
So, I'm just checking the big group chat, and our resident physio, Mr. Callum, has said Doyley can walk, so he hasn't broke his leg. Lovely insight from a medical professional.
No shit, Sherlock.
I can't walk, I haven't broke mine.
8:16 will be run with the disqualification of the rider in white. Jason Doyle, Eric Riss off 1, Tom Brennan off 2, Ben Barker off 4, who made an absolutely shocking start in that second attempt. Tom Brennan's made 2 really good gates now as well.
I'll just have to make a third. So the tapes right away we go with Tom Brennan yet again has made a brilliant gate there with Eric Riss's second, Ben Barker going right round the outside there, and it's not done him any favours other than lift his front wheel up a little bit. To be fair, now the rider in blue, Tom Brennan's gone really wide, and Eric Riss hasn't been able to capitalise on it just yet. So, but Riss is challenging Brennan now for the lead. Riss looking to make home track knowledge work for him. And it looks like Oxford have bought a brand new air fence, which is nice of them. But yeah, Brennan has the lead, followed by Eric Riss there in the second place position. Ben Barker's about 6 million miles behind. He may as well have stayed in Plymouth. He's not going to win me any money, the bell end. But it is Tom Brennan out in front, Eric Riss in second. That's the only real action we've got here. It's a hard gig trying to commentate on follow the leader stuff, so we hope we're doing all however many there is watching. I hope we're trying to do you proud here as Brennan wins race second
Barker Tree
and Ben
comes home.
Barker comes first.
Tom Brennan stuck to that outside line there and it clearly wasn't working.
No, it won't.
It's gone all back down
Tom
towards
Brennan
the
giving it
inside
the
now,
big
isn't it?
Yeah.
And to be fair, that was a bad wheelie. Tom's not had the best of fortunes at Oxford. He had a couple of really awkward crashes here last year, didn't he?
He did. He had that crash with, was it Scotty Nichols
Scotty
in the
Nichols,
final or the playoff?
yeah. Just quickly, the result of 16. Tom Brennan was the winner. Second in red, Eric Riss, and third in yellow, Benjamin Bark. That's 4 rides each complete now. 4 to go, and then the semi-final. I presume we'll have another youth race. I think the women's races are done.
We've got a youth race here.
Here's the kids coming for a go. Do you want to quickly run through the gate stats while we've got a second mush?
Give me 2 moments. I haven't been totally points because I can't be asked to do all of that, but so far, the yellow gate 4 has won 1 race.
Do you want me to do it?
Gate 3, white. I've just got gate wins.
Yeah, that's what I mean, yeah.
Gate 3, white has won 3 races. Blue has won 6 races. Red has won 6 races. The place to be is gates 1 and 2.
That makes me feel better because now I know that either we've both counted them wrong or I've actually got them right. Oliver Bovingdon is not a starter again in the youth race.
There's no surprise, is there?
Was a bit of an everyone, weren't it? The fella in the Ashfield Giants suit is doing the business.
Wheelie Bins is known to as Owls. Yeah, he's not a bad young talent, to be fair, is Ollie Bins. It's just a shame about the suit that he's opted to wear. Seth Norman there battling with Archie Wolf for second. Archie looks faster than Seth, but Seth's just holding the right line. And yeah, that's about as exciting as this race gets.
Bins looks quite solid. I mean, he ain't the fastest rider in the world, but he's definitely got a nice style about him.
To be fair, I've watched him a few times at Scunny and amateur meetings and been decent, to be fair.
These kids are that short though, they always look like they're going to stack it when they lean the bike in, don't they?
Oh yeah.
Ollie Bins wins again, Seth Norman second and Archie Rolfe in third. I hate them Glasgow Kevlars. Horrible things.
To be fair, Bush, we just hate Glasgow in general.
It's true.
Did I just say that out loud?
I mean,
to any Glasgow fans watching?
Your mum always did tell you never to lie.
My mum didn't much.
It's true.
But there are any Glasgow Tigers fans watching, aka Alan. We're not sorry.
Hopefully Oliver Boddington's alright. He took a bit of an awkward one, didn't he?
Yeah, it was awkward, wasn't it? But hopefully he'll be alright. We're cracking on straight with heat number 17 now.
That pit is definitely getting a bit more wet. Adam Ellis out for his Adam Ellis out for his last ride off gate 2. Who's going off gate 1? Is that Sam Masters? Number 1.
Sam Masters.
Yeah. Justin Sedgman's off the graveyard. I mean gate 4.
And Ben Barker's off gate 3.
Oh my god. So the full lineup, as we've just given it, but in order: Sam Masters goes off the inside gate in red. It's Adam Ellis gate 2 in blue. Ben Barker gate 3 in white, and Justin Sedgman off the outside in yellow. For riders like Sedgy, who've only got one team in the UK this year, it's a good opportunity this to get the races. Who are we waiting for? Ben Barker, is he coming? They're shutting the gate. Is Ben Barker coming?
You can vote for your rider. You can vote now for the rider of the night. And the 4 riders that are contesting the rider of the night: Sam Masters, Tobias Muslyak, Tom Brennan, and Adam Ellis.
I mean, this may sound biased on my side, but the entertainment for me has been provided by Tobias Muslyak. 2 really good passes. One of them to pass all 3 riders in one go. As far as
currently as it stands, Sam Masters is currently winning the poll with 37.9%. Tom Brennan second with 28.4%. Tobias Muslyak 25.9%, and Adam Ellis 7.8%.
It's just a
poor Adam can't seem to win anything.
It's a popularity vote, isn't it? But for me, just based off of entertainment today, Toby's been the entertaining rider. With some,
I mean, let's be honest,
outrageous overtakes. With some outrageous overtakes. Imagine if he could go. Oh my god! BSN, sort it out.
Oh, my apologies again. The stream. That one? Oi, Ian, shut up! That's another win for blue. That's a nice wheelie.
Don't know what the result of that one was. Adam Ellis has won it, evidently. Don't know who finished where else, though. Now we do. Adam Ellis, Ben Barker. Sam Masters has gone a bit too shite, hasn't it?
The dream lives on. Actually. 7, maybe not.
That was a win for the rider in blue, Adam Ellis. Second in white, Ben Barker, and third in yellow, Justin Sedgman. Sam Masters finished at the back. Sam's in there at the moment on 8 points, but everyone around him's got a race in hand, and I'd probably expect him to fall out of the semi-final spots now with 2 last places.
Yeah, for sure.
Justin Sedgman is in there at the moment, as he. Well, no, they're not. They're not in the semi-final, are they?
He is.
But is it 6-rider semi? Because they're showing 3 to 8.
No, it says here top 2 go to the final, then 3, 4, 5, and 6 in the semi.
Sedgman's not in there.
That's better.
Ben Barker's out. There we go. So Justin Sedgman and Ben Barker are eliminated. Palmer's dream dies.
The dream is over.
And is this
boyhood dream?
Is this a very Oxford race? I think all 4 of these are Oxford riders.
They are.
Oh Christ!
All 4 Spires riders.
Oh my God! E18 going off the inside gate in red, representing the Oxford Spires. Eric Rees. Gate 2 in blue, representing the Oxford Spires, Charles Wright. Gate 3 in white, representing guess who, Palmer? Is Peter Kildemand.
The Oxford Spires, would it?
And off the outside in yellow, the number 1 for the Oxford Spires, Rowan Tungate. Christ on a bike. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say an Oxford Spire is going to win this.
I mean, to be fair, welcome to Oxford Spires Press and Practice. We've got a demonstration race for you here.
I mean, it could also be Oxford Spires versus Red Car Bears.
You could say that.
And a Berwick Bandit.
I tell you what, the Oxford Spire that was in white, that was a shockingly bad start. It's Peter Kilderman.
And the Red Car Bears are on a 5-1 at the moment.
And these two Red Car Bears, Righty and Eric Riss, are representing Red Car in the pairs at work into the week on Saturday. And looking at this form, they're probably going to win it. It is Charles Wright that has this lead. with Eric Riss following him there in the second position. This will be music to Red Bears supporters' ears.
And Cal. Don't forget Cal.
Sure, Red Oh yeah, he's not a supporter, is he? He just likes to say Danny King's not a very good rider in a more explicit language.
True.
And yeah, that was a Red Bears 5-1 or an Oxford Spires 6-0.
Another win for Gate 2. Gate 2's coming into its own now. Who was last there? Peter Kilderman, right?
Peter Kilderman.
Charles Wright, I'd probably say, just give himself half a chance of being straight through to that final. 3 race wins as well.
Eric Riss has been very consistent with 4 second places. We've run a last, but we don't talk about that.
That's the wrong race, boys. Oh no, it's not.
It's the right race. But yeah, right, he just made an absolutely electric start. The tape's not going up evenly, helped him out. But right, he just made an electric start, and the way she went.
Result of heat number 18 was a win for the rider in blue, Charles Wright. Second in red, Eric Riss. And third in yellow, Rowan Tungate. Peter Kilderman finished at the back. Is that Jason Edward, who's supposed to be in yellow in the next one, or maybe the one after?
From Tom Brennan
last race.
In yellow. Doyley.
The rider in yellow, Jason Edwards, had a yellow helmet on then. Heat 19 going off the inside gate in red is Max Frick. Gate 2 in blue, Tobias Mischlek. Gate 3 in white, Danny King. And off the outside in yellow, Tom Brennan. So on paper, Tobias Mischlek should win this one because gate 2 is definitely coming into its own now.
This is where we get a win off gate 3, innit?
Probably. Wouldn't, just for Cal.
Yeah. Just for all the for Callums and Nikolai Quinn and divorced dad wannabes out there. So Start Marshall then walks away for heat number 19, tapes rides away we go. If somebody wants to tell Danny King how to make a start, that would be absolutely appreciated because that was very, very crap. But it's a big battle now between the riders in red and blue. Max Frick and Tobias Muser out there out in front, and I believe it is just Max that has got there with Tobias Muser out there in second. Tom Brennan sitting there in third place. Danny King towards the rear of the field. So Ipswich currently on the wrong end of a 5-1, some may say. But Max Frick looking really classy out here, out in front. Tobias Muselak's putting some pressure on Max Frick now. Muselak's gone really wide. He wants to go back and ride the old Swindon track again. But that's just helped Max extend his lead more than anything, to be honest. But yeah, last lap to go then. Frick's going to potentially score another win here and could possibly get himself a spot into the semi-final, as we've got the last bed to go, and Max Frick wins it over Tobias Muselak.
Who was last?
Danny King.
Danny King last. Max Frick 368. Tobias Muselak's at least in the semi-final on 10 points. Tom Brennan 9 points. So the result of heat 19 was a win for the rider in red, Max Frick. Second in blue, Tobias Muselak, and third in yellow, Tom Brennan. It looks like Jason Doyle is Jason Doyle. Well, Jason Edwards just had a yellow helmet on.
Jason Edwards is replacing Jason Doyle.
But that looked like Jason Doyle then. That looked like Doyley on his bike then. So has there been a breakdown in communication? That was definitely Jason Edwards in the pits with a yellow helmet on. I didn't know that because he had Brummie's Kevlars on, and the only other rider with Brummie's Kevlars on from this year is Jason Edwards. Yeah, Jason Edwards is in yellow.
Jason Edwards is in yellow. Hopefully Doyle is not too bashed up and is fit to go tomorrow.
Full lineup of heat 20, going off the inside gate in red is Matt Sayanovsky, gate 2 in blue, Jonas Knudsen, gate 3 in white is Freddie Lindgren, and coming in to replace Jason Doyle off the outside in yellow is Jason Edwards. Good to see Smiley Jace get a race.
That rhymes.
Nice fella is Jace.
Got all the time in the world for Jace. We was interested in sponsoring him.
Supporting him this year.
But his prices was a little bit out of our budget.
That's probably more our fault for our budget. But that it's still nice fella. Got a lot of time for him, and he's the first one to the tapes. He's got that nice easy gate 4. Now, if anyone's not gonna make gate 2 work, it's got to be this fella.
Well, you've got a point.
Gate 3's not been overly fruitful, neither has gate 4, to be honest. Am I right in saying there's still only one win off 4?
Yeah. So the start master walks away for hit number 20. Away we go. And it's a very good start there for the rider in red and blue there, which is
Jason
Magic
Spa!
Whoa! Jason Edwards nearly making us all poo our underpants. But it is Magic Inoski then that's leading with Freddie Lindgren there in the second place position. Jonas Knudsen there in the third place, but Lindgren looking to go around the outside here of Inoski. And someone want to tell Freddie Lindgren that the old Swindon track's now shut down because he doesn't have to go that wide. Otherwise, he'll be taking the fence to bed with him this evening.
Good pass.
But Lindgren riding like an absolute professional here with Inoski challenging him all the way. But I don't think there's going to be any catching Freddie Lindgren now, to be fair. And Jonas Knudsen is very, very settled in the third place position. So it's another win for Frederick of the Lindgren variety with Inoski second and Knuddyman third.
Jason Edwards almost made too perfect a start then because he got himself in all kinds of trouble in that second turn, didn't he? Done well to hold on to that. And I'd say Freddie's at least in the semi as well now on 12.
I'll do the maths in a moment. I've just had a text from, you probably know who.
And the result of heat 20 was a win for the rider in white, Freddie Lindgren, second in red, Matt Sayanovsky, and third in blue, Jonas Knudsen. Do I probably know who? Dan Winchester saying, Jason Edwards, what a lad. And that looks like that's our semi-final. Our two finalists are Freddie Lindgren and Charles Wright, both on 12. Semi-final, Adam Ellis, somebody, and Tom Brennan. I'd imagine Tobias Muchalek's in there somewhere. Charles Wright's probably in there somewhere. Nope,
Right, he's in the final.
He's in the final, you're right. So now we await the gate pick. So they're going to make the riders come out and pick the gates. Some tracks they make them come over. Some gates they make them come over to the start line and pick up their thing, don't they? But I don't think they're going to do that. I think it's just the start marshal spraying the chalk down between the gates. Peter Strokes being interviewed by Jason Harold. A lot of Jasons here today, isn't there? Not a Jason.
Jason Harold, Jason Edwards, Jason Doyle.
Thank God Jason Garrett's not.
Or Jason Garrard.
People of Oxford would have to lock up their nans.
Can I lock mine up?
I knew you were going to say that.
our phone off her so she can stop texting me accusing me of stealing her keys again.
Oh, I'm with you now.
Oh, good. Just gracious grief. So, get this view in public. Get this. I have not passed my car driving test. I have not been able to use my foot since the end of November. My adoring grandmother believes she has not been behind her car wheel since I used the car last, even though I've never used it.
Oh, Christ.
See, normally in this situation I'd ring it, but we've got better things going on, and nobody needs Nana Jim's negativity in our lives.
Couple of races to go. Hopefully Doyle is okay and he just withdrew as a precaution. Are Ipswich racing tomorrow? Yep, they're at Bellevue.
Yeah, we're at Bellevue, live on BSN.
So hopefully that's just a precaution for that and he's not took any serious damage.
Although, to be fair, the racing is getting quicker looking at the times.
Barring the merest of showers, the track's done quite well, isn't it?
It's held up well, hasn't it?
After that perfect start almost after 3, Sam Masters misses out on the semi.
For sure. Also, if you're interested, 1 year ago today we had the SCB statement of Leicester versus Kings Lynn, which, if you remember, was the very first meeting on BSN last season, which turned out to be a bit of a shit show.
Do you want to quickly run through the individual scorers up until this point?
2 seconds to send this message.
Got one person
And
viewing
then
now.
shall...
Numbers have slowly dwindled over the stream, but I don't think we've done too bad considering we've been live for 2.5 hours,
3 hours.
Nearly 2.5 hours. Good crowd. It's always good to see the Ben Fund supported well.
Good to have it at this time of year as well. We've just had the long winter, haven't we? And it's people are almost starved of action. Almost like the loads of people that went to Leicester yesterday to come back home.
Wet.
Early and wet. And trust me, your jeans are piss wet through. Sitting on a train for 2.5 hours is not the one. So the final scores in the rider draw order thing: Sam Masters finished on 8, Charles Wright 12, Max Freak 8, Jason Doyle 4, Roger Inoski 6, Tom Brennan 9, Peter Gilderman 5, Adam Ellis 10, Eric Riss 8, Justin Sedgman 7, Frederick Lindgren 12, Tobias Muesliak 10, Danny King 6, Jonas Knudsen 3, Ben Barker 7, Jones Rungate 5, and Jason Edwards 0 points.
Mr. Blair talking to Sam in the pits.
Nice to see Sam's old Wolverhampton race suit still fits him.
Charles Rock could be a real danger for that Spires team this year.
He could well be. It would not surprise me if he finished up as a heat leader.
No, absolutely not.
But it's one of them. He just needs he needs an injury. If he could have an injury-free season, he will be a big force to be reckoned with.
100%, yeah. Are we going to get these gate picks done or what? Looks like Jonas Knudsen may be doing some more laps after the meeting. He's still got his helmet in his hand. We've got riders coming out. Tobias Michelet. No, that's not. Who the
That's Adam in white. No, it's Tom Brennan.
Tom Brennan's
in white.
I think Toby was in red.
I'd imagine Adam will probably be off gate
1. 2, mate. I think Toby was in red. May have been Adam in blue.
To be fair, they're both finished on the same points, but
Sam Masters looks like he's yellow. In yellow. Who's he knocked out then? Didn't even know he was in it.
He must have got in ahead of Frick.
And count back.
Which is weird.
Toby's in red, Adam's in blue, it's Tom Brennan white, Sam Masters yellow. Does Sam Masters' second place override the 2 third places and the retirement for Max Frick?
But Sam's had 2 last places and Max has only had 1 race where he's not scored.
Who'd be 2 in the head to head?
8-1,
Sam won it.
Oh, I didn't have to look far, did I?
So that's what's got Sam in ahead of Mr. Freak.
That's what it is then. Makes sense.
Should be a really good race, this. You usually find in these meetings this race is usually better than the actual final.
Normally, yeah. I agree.
I wouldn't like to be Mr. Masters in this one though. Gate 4 has not been very fruitful. But if anyone knows this track and if anyone knows how to make Gate 4 work at Oxford, it's Sam Masters.
The start marshal walks away for the semi-final. It's a decent start there, to be fair, for the rider in white, Tom Brennan. Adam Ellis in blue there. He's sitting there in his second place. Usually that could be inside there. That was a bit heisty. And that's allowed Sam Masters now to get around the outside of Muslak now. Muslak's tried to murder riders here. He wants that place in the final. But Tom Brennan, there's away and he's gone. Nobody's catching him, to be fair. Muslak there in the second place. Masters in third now. Adam's just at the back, to be fair. He can pull a little wheel there and enjoy the rest of his night. He may need to go and find some new underpants. But we've got 1 lap left to go though. Muslak's not giving up on the dream of winning the last chance semi-final. 2 wide there, and he's allowed Tom Brennan that little bit of extra. Oh, mind you, Tom Brennan's got really wide there, and it's Brennan wins the semi-final with Tobias Muslak in second. Sam Masters third.
Toby had some speed on him there. And again, he just made that inside work on 3 and 4.
That was only the 4th race win from Gate 3.
Fifth, wasn't it?
4th, I make it.
What have you got?
So I've got 1 for yellow.
Mm-hmm.
I've now got 4 for white.
Mm-hmm.
2. 8 for blue.
Mm-hmm.
6 for red.
I've got 7 for Gate 1, 8 for blue, 5 for 3 and 1 for 4, which takes us up to 21. You've missed a couple of races out.
Oh, I probably have. Maths is too much. Oh well.
We started well.
Yeah, it was a good idea.
So the final is going to be Mr. Wright, Mr. Lindgren, Tom Brennan, and Tobias Mushliak. So Toby better get ready for Gate 4, because that's where he's going to end up.
He is.
And I'd expect Brennan to probably be off 3 again as well. Although, I'd say Brennan will probably go off 3, which I don't think he'll mind having just one off it.
No. Rob Peasley's doing whatever Rob Peasley's doing.
Freddie's in red, which is no surprise at all. And I'd bank my life on Charles Wright being in blue. It's a decent little setup at Oxford. I need to go this year. I've said this for the last 2 years, but I need to go this year.
The gym bar looks very appealing.
Normal bar looks very appealing. It does, doesn't it?
Not a bad little bar there at Oxford, to be fair. If you fancy spending £7.50 on a beer.
And when you're back walking normally again, we'll obviously have some vlogs from some meetings, and I'll have some bits from meetings. Tommy's again in white, and Toby's in yellow.
I won't mind that, to be fair. He won off Gate 3.
I ain't having this. Tom's mechanic car's not in shorts.
Well, it's a new season, innit? Tom maybe thought he'll treat his mechanic to some proper trousers.
On the fence, then, who's winning this?
Oh, I'm going to be called stupid here. But with how he's ridden tonight, this wouldn't surprise me, but my head's saying righty.
I was going to say righty. If Toby can make a gate and make a smart first turn, he's had speed, he's just not gated. He caught Tom up. Tom was clear as day there, and then he caught him up, so... But I'd say righty as well.
Usually I can pass.
He can pass. He's proved it today, he can pass. And just because it's a charity meeting, he's not afraid to take a prisoner or two.
No. No, he isn't.
And, look, selfishly, from a Birmingham point of view, this is really encouraging to see Toby this fired up this early on in the season. He had a difficult time before the injury, and then leaving King's Lynn last year, he didn't really show great form before that, did he? He looks fired up this year.
I mean, to be fair, this looks like the Tobias Musley at that road for Sheffield for 2 years.
And Swindon before that for a couple, and Wolves before. Well, he was quite young at Wolves, but you could see the potential was there.
Yeah, for sure.
Interesting fact that came from the Birmingham Meet the Riders the other night. When Chris Van Straten sold Tobias Mushliak to Swindon in 2017, I think it was, he sold him for $5,000.
In Speedway, that's quite a lot of money, that.
Chris Adams said that was the first thing Tobias said to him when he came to press day last week. Chris sold me for $5,000 to Swindon.
$5,000. I bet the rider didn't even see a penny of that, did he?
Probably not.
Here's £5,000 for a piece of paper that isn't really worth any age.
Toby's using his second bike tonight. Well, the bike that's not got his Birmingham fork covers on. No, Chris Harris said the rider of the night. He's absolutely not the rider of the soddy night.
Chris Harris, rider of the night. What did he do? Not turn up.
It's a rare meeting. Bomber's not in. It's not been a bad meeting to start the season. A little bit of rain made things a bit sketchy, but overall it was never going to be sort of edge of your seat stuff for the first one of the year, was it? 2 minutes are on.
Yeah, it's not been the most classic of events, has it?
And we've got to get used to watching meetings from here because we've got a few Oxford ones planned this season again. They just fall on the right night for us, don't they?
Yeah, yes, we have.
Wednesdays are notoriously the night we're both around.
And if it's not an Oxford one, no doubt we'll be doing a pool one.
So the lineup for the final off the inside gate in red is Freddie Lindgren. It's not his first race though. It's none of their first race, I hope. Gate 2 in blue is Charles Wright. Gate 3 in white is Tom Brennan. And off the outside in yellow, Tobias Mushliak. And the stream's froze again. We'll refresh and the race will be done. Oh, not quite.
But it looks like it's Tom that's winning this, barring any form of mechanical failure. It looks like Tobias Muliak has won Rider of the Night anyway, which is probably the right call. Brennan goes wide. What can Righty do? We've got one lap left to go then of this finale. Frederick Lindgren's at the back. Tobias Muliak now coming trying the outside. Oh! He did it!
That was a big one. Freddie did really well to avoid him there. That'll be awarded to Tom Brennan, I'd imagine. Looked like a chain come off there for Wright.
Tom's won that one. Muliak second and Lindgren third. That was awkward. Good to see Righty up and okay.
Yeah, that would have been a change of underpants moment. That just went flying straight over the handlebars. And it has been awarded to the rider in white, Tom Brennan, with Tobias Mushliak second and Freddie Lindgren in third. Is that chain?
Yeah, the right call, to be fair.
It was on the last lap, wasn't it? And
I reckon
Brennan's
that
well.
was a function.
Yeah. Freddie did well to avoid him.
Yeah, for sure.
And at least
That was,
Wright is up and okay.
Yeah, that's the main thing. We haven't had to get the ambulance out for anybody, have we?
So the official result, the winner in white, Tom Brennan, second in yellow, Tobias Mushliak, and third in red, Freddie Lindgren. Shame BSN decided to play up at the start. Yeah, Tobias Mushliak with 57% of the votes wins. Rightfully so, I think, Rider of the Night.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that, to be fair.
And these race jackets are very, very nice.
They are quite nice, aren't they? But yeah, that's the Ben Fund wrapped up for another year.
Just have a quick look ahead to what's coming up on Tuesday.
Yeah, so Tuesday we have our annual Premiership rankings, in which we basically become judges of the Premiership race suits and discussing it over the past couple of days, and more so today with the Premiership Media Day. And we've got some feisty opinions, and all of them will be revealed on Tuesday from 7 o'clock, and then all being well on Thursday we could have Leicester versus Birmingham.
And it'll just be me and you again on Tuesday. Alan's decided to go on holiday.
He's the next door but one neighbour. Or at least that's where it may as well have gone, because he's literally gone 5 minutes up the road.
I think that just about wraps us up then. Tuesday, obviously, Kevlar rankings. Thursday, Leicester versus Birmingham Knockout Cup second leg. And that's about it for us for the time being.
Happy first week of the season, people.
Do you want to wrap us up on 2 hours 29 minutes?
So that has been the 2025 Ben Fund Bonanza. I've been Dan, he's been Dylan.